Good morning, students. Welcome to Geography class. And today we will read Chapter 18 Major Rivers of India. The rivers of India play an important role in the lives of the Indians. They provide potable water for drinking, cheap transportations, electricity, and the livelihood for a large number of people all over the country. Rivers are the main sources for the livelihood of the people living near the rivers, and this easily explains why people mostly loves to settle their lives near the rivers and why all the major cities of India are located by the banks of the rivers. The rivers also have an important role in Hindu Dharma and are also considered holy by all the Hindus in the country. The rivers of India can be classified into two categories. First is perennial river and non-perennial rivers. Let's read about the perennial rivers. Perennial rivers are those rivers which show a continuous flow of water throughout the year. And these are fed by the melting snow of Himalayas, and the rivers are also termed as permanent river due to it is having water throughout the year. It is also termed as perennial rivers. Generally, these rivers are found in the regions with hot and humid climate and where the state of evaporation is much less than the rainfall. These rivers are prone to flood due to water in it, and perennial rivers are suitable for navigation as they flow slowly. For example, the Indus River, the Ganges River, Yamuna, and Brahmaputra are some of the perennial rivers of India. Now, non perennial rivers. Non perennial rivers are the rivers that do not have a continuous flow of water throughout the year, and usually these rivers are found in the arid climate where the evaporation is more than precipitation. So these rivers are not prone to flood, and non-perennial rivers are unsuitable for the navigation as they flow very swiftly. For example, the Krishna River, Kaveri River, Mahanadi, and Narmada are some of the examples of non-perennial rivers. Now let's read about the difference between the perennial and non-perennial rivers. Perennial rivers have continuous flow of water throughout the year. Non-perennial rivers do not have continuous flow of water throughout the year. These rivers are also termed as permanent rivers, and these rivers are called periodic river. These rivers are fed by melting of snow, and the non-perennial are fed by the monsoons. Perennial rivers are prone to floods, but non-perennial rivers are not prone to floods. However, being rain-fed rivers, they likely to flood in the rainy seasons. Perennial rivers are navigable as these flow slowly, but non-perennial rivers are not navigable as they flow swiftly. Perennial rivers are found in the regions where the rate of evaporation is much less than the rainfall, and non-perennial rivers are found in the region where the evaporation is more than the precipitation. And perennial rivers are like Ganga, Indus, Yamuna, Brahmaputra. These are the examples of perennial rivers. Krishna, Kaveri, Mahanadi, Narmada are the examples of non-perennial rivers. Now let's read about some of the perennial rivers of India, such as Indus River. It is a river of southern Asia. It is about 2,900 km in length, and the Indus River flow from Tibet through Jammu and Kashmir in India and Pakistan to Arabian Sea. Another perennial river is The Ganga, the Ganges River, it rises in the Himalayas and the source of its origin is Gangotri Glacier. It flows some 2700 km southeast to Bay of Bengal. The Ganga Brahmaputra Delta, which is popularly known as the Sundarban, is the largest delta in the world. Next is the Yamuna River. It is the longest and the second largest tributary river of Ganga in the northern India, and it rises in the Himalayas, and its source is Yamunotri Glacier and flows in southward and southeastward and joins the Ganga at Allahabad, and it is also about 1376 km in length. Next is the Brahmaputra River. It is a river of southern Asia. It rises in the Himalayas, the Yangtze Glacier, and flows about 2900 km through the Tibet, northeast India, and Bangladesh to the Bay of Bengal. It joins the Ganges and forms the Sundarban Delta, which is the largest delta in the world. Now let's read about non-perennial rivers. First one is Krishna River. Krishna River originates from Mahabaleshwar in Maharashtra, and its length is about 1400 km. It is the third largest river in India after Ganga River and the Godavari River. It flows through the Indian states of Maharashtra, Karnataka, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, and empties into the Bay of Bengal. The Nagarjuna Sagar Dam is India's largest masonry dam built across the Krishna River. Another river is Kaveri River. It originates from Tala Kaveri and it flows through the states of Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. It is about 765 km in length. It flows eastward and empties into Bay of Bengal. The Mettur Dam on the river Kaveri was constructed in 1934. Another river is the Mahanadi River. It originates from the Raipur district in Chhattisgarh. It flows through the states of Chhattisgarh and Odisha, empties into Bay of Bengal, and the Hirakud Dam is the largest dam, earthen dam, that is built on this Mahanadi River. Another is Narmada River. It is an important river in the central India. It is the fifth longest river in India, and its total length is 1312 km. The Narmada River originates from Amarkantak Plateau in Madhya Pradesh. It flows westward through the states of Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Gujarat, and it also empties into Arabian Sea. It is also known as a lifeline of Madhya Pradesh. The Sardar Sarovar Dam is built on the Narmada River near Navagam in Gujarat. It is the largest concrete dam of our country. So that's all in this chapter. Thank you.